type of data.
Yes.
So when they become, you know, like something they belong to, like the organization.
Yes.
And that way we can call marches and things like that.
That's, you know,
use that as a form of leverage.
Yeah.
And he helped me the other day when I needed some interviews for the sign that was up on the bulletin board about scheduled Indians. And they want to unblock the dam.
Yeah.
And so he gave a nice comment about that.
I mentioned to her that someone, it was you, mentioned about going to city council meeting. But before we go there, we need to know what the needs of these people. At least they need to come and kill these rats. You see how many rats are there?
They're horrible.
I promised them I'm gonna go to Home Depot and buy poison from my pocket. But I am not in charge of the city. The city people need to do that.
We need to bring that out and then at the city council meeting.
Exactly.
As well as like this empty space right there at Starbucks. You know, we need something here where we can have a headquarter boards where people can come there and they can check in and we can keep up with the data. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at Green Lake they have public showers.
Exactly.
And they need to put porta potties and public showers for people.
And having a building just where people can plug their phones, get Wi-Fi and things like that, and making sure that they're doing their legal parts, like they're doing their review for DSHS, and get their food stamps, and making sure that they're using their...
But many people, they were telling in their interviews, like, we have no access to internet, we have no phone, and they are telling us, oh, use the phone, call us to schedule an appointment, or Google, so that's how we're gonna give you the medical and stuff. So many of them, they don't even read and write. And the other thing, they have no cell phones, they have no access to internet, they have no education. So me being out on the street here for 6-7 days, I learned so much, and I'm writing in my notebook. So the things that I'm learning every day, like the benefit that is gonna benefit you guys. So I wanna make the flyer and hand out for people if they're gonna use whatever I learned that legally gives you right, that you things that you can get as a homeless person.
You know, one thing I like to focus on is that everybody's talking about, you know, the $199 million and all this, but for homelessness and for housing, but there's other components to homelessness, like understanding money, being able to start back, you know, establishing relationships with people. You know, all that's important to transition back into society. Because even though you have a hotel, a bed, if you don't do the other parts, you still be homeless because you can't transition and make the jump, you know. So relationships are important, as well as, you know, people health. It's going to doctor's appointments and learning to understand money, you know.
Yes.
A quick thought, you know, second chance of credit. You know, a lot of people credit is dropping. They have loan sharks loaning them $20 and $40 back. And they really think that's a deal because they have no other outlet. Nobody would give them anything.
I know.
So, you know, give second chance loans and things like that.
So we're here on the street, and you're doing your interviews door to door, and we're going to stop you from time to time.
Yes, I'm going to be here. So probably another 2 weeks, and I have a friend, she's gonna come with me. We're planning to bring the blankets. Like I have friends from my community that they already are gonna, they're willing to donate the blankets, the pillows, the clothes, whatever, food.
And tents.
And
some
tents.
people need tents.
Yes, sleeping bags,
And hopefully we can bridge the gap between the, you know, the rich and the society and the homelessness, bridging the gap to where, and filling in the gaps, everything for us, you know, them doing their benefits, what type of insurance they need.
And the thing is, she's a resource. You can talk to her and ask her, how do I do this? How do I do that?
And I'm gonna find information for you. So and the other goal is, I remember 27 years ago, this was a nice park here. And now is a village, like a tent city village for the homeless people. So we need to get our Seattle parks back to the citizens, to everybody. So, and we need to find a place for the homeless people that they can have the room, access to a shop. Help them to, they have I asked the guy, okay, so what is your plan? Like the guy that is helping, the cowboy guy, it's like, what is your plan? Like for tomorrow, for next year, for next month? It's like, Erna, I have no plan. I just live day by day.
That's right.
That's why he was happy today. He was helping me, and he was feeling so good that he helped me to find a guy that we're gonna put to a hospital. He was making a phone call. We went to a hospital, look for a guy. He was like there trying to argue with nurses like that. You cannot just let this guy go. So maybe this is gonna be his last night. they just tell him go out in the street. The guy was ready to go, and it's ridiculous.
And, you know,
But the thing is, you can be a voice too.
Yes.
You know, you're very articulate, and you know about a lot of variety of things. And you helped me the other day with my other story, and I appreciate it from time to time when you kind of take the time to help.
And you know, these people, the homeless people, that's a big part of society, letting them know that they are a voice and doing things like marches and stuff, because along with homelessness, you have the war on drugs. You know, the heroin epidemic is here. Everybody act like they didn't know, you know, and we've had troops over in Afghanistan and Pakistan since 2008, and we said we're withdrawing troops in 2021 this year, but we used the military to defund terrorism, and when we defunded terrorism, we kept the poppy plants and we shipped them over to Mexico, and because we know Mexico is going to be the majority population by 2040. So they shipped it up to Mexico. If you kill a dominant male, you kill off the race. You get 150 cartels, you give them thousands of pounds of heroin.
But the drugs are already here.
Yes.
They're shipping it to Mexico and Mexico
problem.
to here. And because the government, we won that help. That was the health care war that we won against China and Russia. And the only way we can win it was telling the American people that they're going to defund terrorism and use the military to go post up over there. And we took over all their plants. And so we, you know, you have to have opium to have a healthcare industry. You can't have morphine, surgery, or the pain management and the rehabilitation. All that comes with the poppy plant.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of different things that have to be dealt with.
Yes.
The drug problem, the homeless problem, the money problem, you know, showers, bathrooms, food. You know, there's a lot of basic, real needs.
And calling on some of the giant corporations we have here. One of the things we have in Seattle is giants. We have Microsoft, Boeing,
Google,
Amazon, Google. This is a drop in the bucket.
They can donate some money.
Let them do volunteer
work. So the people can get food.
Yes. Have a section for the homeless people to build things and to do some type of warehouse work or anything, just to get them a start, you know, and
so
make a difference.
To wrap it up, give me a little more about your day-to-day. What are your plans?
So my plans is to keep coming back, get to know people, do the more interview, learn more things about the resources that they can use, learn what their needs